Welcome back to the Porsche, the 24 Hours of Lemons endurance race car. And what we're doing is a little post-race and pre-race update on how the car fared at Sonoma and what we need to do before the next one. Just to catch you up on things, against my better judgment, the boys took the car to Sonoma. They crashed it and bashed it and trashed it and broke it. Quite apart from Ricky Booby's customary altercation with other drivers, there were some other issues mechanically and otherwise. First off, the brake pedal mechanism kind of broke under stress from probably Michael standing on the brakes. They managed to fix that at the circuit. They discovered that they'd plumbed in the oil filter the wrong way round, with the flow going the wrong way. They also fixed that at the circuit. But there were other issues with the motor, and they decided to call it a day before the checkered flag. Michael was aware of a kind of ticky, valvey kind of noise from the motor, and being the sympathetic kind of guy he is, he decided to stop early. So I went down to IDR and Michael and I started investigating various aspects. First of which was not enough oil getting into the actual rockers. Mike was worried that some of the flow aspect might be blocked, and my initial reaction was perhaps a dodgy oil pump, which it turned out to be. Had a flat battery, so it took 3 of us and a forklift truck to get it started. So we dropped the pan out, which is relatively easy thanks to our very clever cross member that we paid a lot of money for, which you can drop the middle of the cross section out and then the pan just drops out from there. Cool, huh? Well, cool, apart from the fact that there's a million fiddly bolts that hold it all together, but I guess it's quicker. The other issue we have to address, which is not mechanical, but a safety issue, is that the headroom for Michael, being such a tall geezer, taller than either Rick or I, and the issue is that there's not enough on the roll cage itself. As you can see, Michael's helmet protrudes almost above the line of the roll cage, which is not good in a rollover situation, obviously. Something we've never done or experienced, I think, actually, at Lemon's race. I don't think we've ever seen a car roll, but in the event that it did, obviously we don't want Michael breaking his neck. What we've decided to do first off is modify the roll cage slightly at the back to allow us to tilt the seat slightly so that the bottom end of it actually sinks down lower, and hopefully that'll give us enough room. We're also going to have to install some kind of seat brace because for David to be able to reach the pedals, we'll have to move the seat quite a lot forward from where Michael needs to be. And it will no longer be braced by the roll cage itself. Another option that we're going to explore is actually putting in a dropped floor pan. You see, the Stratus has one for taller drivers like me. Just gives you a little extra headroom and a little less ground clearance, I guess. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that for the next race because Michael's not coming, which is a bit alarming because we won't have our expert mechanic on hand. And oil-wise, what we've done is install a new high-flow oil pump, so that should resolve that. We've reverted to a small standard filter rather than the 2 pint size one that Michael got. And for this race we're going to bypass the whole oil cooler and everything else because that just kind of adds pumpage. issues. And when I say this race, yes, it's February in Sacramento in California, so it's not going to be hot. That's why we've decided to just not hook up the whole oil cooler system. So we're ready to race. Yeah, off to the races. So if you haven't already, subscribe down here somewhere and catch the whole race review. Hopefully we'll have some on-track action, in-car action, and all kinds of other shenanigans, no doubt. So do give the video the thumbs up, as I say, subscribe down here somewhere, and of course encourage others to watch my lunacy.